I am finally talking about this. I'm so excited. I almost can't stand it. And I've been almost delaying filming it because I was nervous about how it would go. But finally, here is my big reveal for the last thing to go in my beauty space. If you're curious, keep watching. Hi there, it's Hélène with another video, and it is one that I have been promising for some time. I mentioned in the part 2 of my kind of setting up my space in a way that brings me joy, and this is my beauty space. As far as where I store my makeup. And I mentioned in that one, and I think even in part 1, that part of the rearranging was to make space for a very special item. And that special item is going right here. Okay, so what is it? Well, I will finally divulge what that item is. To give you a little bit of background, I first came across this item in February, and the reason it was on my radar was not because it was launched, but because it ended up in the sale section at Sephora. It is a very substantial item, and the regular price for that item was $450, so I would never ever have taken a look at it. But when it ended up in the Sephora sales section, it was there for, I think, $289, if I'm not mistaken. And so the spring sale came, and there was the 15% off. And I thought about it because 15% off, something already discounted, can really be interesting. And I waited because I was relatively new to this brand and wanted to just make sure that I liked the products before taking the plunge on such a big collection. And I decided that if it came available for the 20% off in the fall, that I would take the plunge. So I said, if it's still available, it could sell out before then, that's fine. But if it came on 20% off, which would mean that it would be $239 Canadian, that I would go for it. Well, there was the customer appreciation sale, which was the 20% for Rouge, which I am. And so this came a few months early. And the sale was right, I kid you not, during my birthday. So somehow I feel there was karma or something to make the stars align. And even then I was going, oh, am I going to do this? Am I going to do this? And, well, I did. And I'm really happy about it. Every time I look at it, I am super, super happy about it. And it is the 20th anniversary Beauty with an Edge. And this is the bad boy that I'm talking about. So you've got the outside packaging, and on the outside you also see all of the single names. So there are 20 singles and there are 20 pencils, and they're all color coordinated with each other, which makes sense. So these are shades that Urban Decay has released over the last 20 years. And I had a video some time ago where I talked about the fact that I am not big on singles, that the singles that I do have some select singles, but they are singles that really speak to me and that have their place. I don't like to have singles strewn about all over the place. And when I saw the layout of this product, I realized that I would enjoy these singles like a palette because of the way they're organized, and that I intend to keep them in this package, which is why I made such a big space available for this product. It's going to stay there for a long time. I'm not going to say forever, but I am going to be giving this product a lot of attention over the coming months. So I'm going to take the sleeve off. Ooh, it's stuck. There we go. And the box looks very much the same as the sleeve. The only difference is it does not have the names on the back. And aesthetically, I actually appreciate that. Because depending on how someone would store the box, you may or may not want to have that kind of a graphic on the back. Okay, so let's take a look inside, shall we? So this is going to be a little awkward to do on camera, but it has a magnetic clasp. Now, it is sold out on the Sephora site, I have to say, but this thing has been available for 2 years. So if it's something that you've been coveting, there's been lots of time to get it. So here's the inside. Very well organized, and there are no shade names on the inside, which I am okay with, especially since there's a way for all the pencils to be facing up, and that there's that reference in the cover sleeve. So they're all very well laid out, and I like that the inside reflects the same thing as the front cover. So there are a ton of these shades, and what really appealed to me was that, I don't know if you can still see it, that there are a ton of purples or burgundies in here as far as the total number of shadows. So if I take a look here, there are at least 4 purples, one that is very purplish blue, which is UVB. And then of course a number of neutrals, and like I said, a couple of burgundy shifty colors like Roach, and I guess I could open it up, couldn't I? And Last Call. Oop. This is Last Call. So I'm not going to go through all of these products. I would like to keep that for another video. What I do want to mention, though, is that, yes, I took a big gamble in whether it would be available or not, but here's the deal. At $239, and I won't talk about taxes because that depends where you live, $239 Canadian, each one of these items individually regular price is $25. And so that really means that I got each one of these items for 25 cents on the dollar from the regular price. And so for me, it was not only was it an amazing presentation, but I was able to enjoy a brand that I really like for a fraction of what it would cost for me to accumulate this over a long period of time. So I'm really excited. I mean, Urban Decay doesn't come on for 25% of regular price. It does come on half off. I'll grant that. But for me to be able to incorporate that many singles and that many eye pencils in one shot was a real huge treat. And the fact that they were colors that were selected for the 20-year package at one of the few 20-year packages that came out. I am very pleased with it, and like I said, they're going to stay housed in this box on my back counter here. I'm going to say semi-permanently, and I intend to put all the products back as I use them. And the fact that they are laid out well, curated by color, I think that the layout was done really well. I'm really, really going to enjoy this collection, and I can't think of a more fun birthday gift to give myself. That, and then the 5 Always On lipsticks that I presented in another video, just went up. You put those two together, and I'm just over the moon. My favorite products: Smashbox lipsticks, and then Urban Decay shadows and pencils. It's been a pretty cool birthday this year. I'm super happy, and I'm really, what makes it so sweet as well is that I waited for, let's see, it was sometime in February, so let's say March, April, May, June, July, August. I waited 6 months for this. So to me, it's sweet. I feel it was meant to be, and yeah, you're going to see a lot of these products over the next number of months. I'm also planning, because I now have 20 of these pencils, I'm planning on doing an eye pencil declutter, because I don't want any duplicates. If I have any duplicates of color in my collection, these are going to win out every time, because they go on and they stay on super well. And I did a demo of that in a video. I will link it up above. I showed the Zero pencil. It's a black color. You can do a smoky eye with it. They're super buttery. You can use them as a base. You can use them as on the waterline, on just the lash line. Like I said, you can smudge them out. You can use them in your inner corner. You can use them for all sorts of things in makeup application. And when they dry, they are considered a waterproof pencil, so they don't budge. So it's very hard for other pencils to compete with that. And so I'm going to do a declutter, like I said, and I've even already decluttered a couple of Annabelle pencils that were the Kohl pencils, not the waterproof line of theirs, that were complete overlap with a couple of the purples that I have. So I've already started, but I'm going to do an official one, I think, for you if you are interested in seeing that declutter, because I have quite a few eye pencils I was trying a number of different brands, trying to figure out what I liked and what I didn't. So yeah, that is my, I guess, big reveal on the final element for my beauty space, and I'm so pleased to have been able to share that with you. So $6 or $7, let's say $7 each for each one of these pencils and singles is absolutely fabulous. And then for them to come in such a beautiful curated package is yeah, it feels really special, and I'm going to remember what I offered myself for my birthday this year for a very long time. I hope you enjoyed this video, this big reveal. I hope it wasn't a disappointment, but I thank you for your time. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the contents of this channel in general, please consider subscribing. That would be great. I will see you in the next video. But for now, take care.